A real pleasure to welcome you all here to Trinity College Dublin for the Good Summit. It's such a proactive and timely event, cultivating and celebrating the common good through health, education, science, faiths, politics, social enterprise, and everything that promotes positive social transformation. It's the second year of the Good Summit. Last year it was also held in Trinity, and it was hosted in Melbourne, Australia. The organisers and co-founders, Jules Hamilton and Amir Dawood, are ambitious for the summit. They have a message to carry to the world, and their enthusiasm is contagious. And the ambition and vision are in evidence here today. I think there are some 40 speakers participating in 21 events across Trinity venues, including many high-caliber international speakers. And we thank them for travelling to be here. The scale of the event speaks for the dedication of the organisers and the commitment of the speakers. Clearly, this theme of the common good resonates strongly. The sessions are being held in parallel, and I'm sure attendees will have a tough job selecting whether to go to Tech as a Force for Good, or breaking boundaries in education, or neuroscience-informed self-care. Now, one of the good things about Trinity is that we're a fairly small and compact campus, so all of these venues are close by, and much of the dynamism, I think, from today's summit will come from people bumping into each other, meeting as they move between the different venues, mingling and interacting and getting a sense of how the common good reaches across health and education, science and politics, and every facet of our lives. Trinity is delighted to be hosting the summit. Jules Hamilton is the Methodist chaplain here, an integral and essential member of our college community. And Amir Dawood is a graduate, both of maths and biomedical engineering, and he's a social entrepreneur. We're very proud of Jules and Amir, and we're inspired by their activism. The aims of the summit align strongly with the mission of this university, as does the ambition to be both local and global, to be truly rooted in one physical place, and to be global in impact and influence. Today's programme provides great scope to talk about a whole myriad of Trinity initiatives, like the Trinity Access Programme, or social innovation and student entrepreneurship in Tangent, Trinity's Ideas Workspace, or about the college's sustainable development goals activated by the Provost Committee on Low Carbon Living. And much else, indeed, has been showcased today, but I leave it to the staff and student experts in these areas to get the conversation going on these topics. What I'd like to talk briefly about is more broadly on the theme of community and connection. I've set the challenge to make this the title of Trinity's next strategic plan, and we'll be launching this shortly in November, and it'll provide the roadmap for this university until 2025. This is the first strategic plan in our university's history to have a name. And when we were thinking about this, about the new strategic plan, we realized that as well as crafting the values and the vision and the mission, always really important parts of a strategic plan, of course, we wanted the title to convey in a few words what we stood for, what our ambition is for the coming 5 years. And community and connection is what we decided on. Community is a large word. It carries a lot. As the poet Michael Hartnett said in another context, it's a word that holds a galaxy. If used too loosely, it becomes vague. I think community has to denote members who rely on each other, members who are mutually supportive, who provide a secure base for each other. A neighbourhood in which nobody knows each other, or who doesn't look out for each other, that might be some things. It might be, it might be a district, but it's not a community. In the same way, a university in which there is no solidarity or connection between graduates, staff and students cannot, I think, be referred to as a community. And when I talk about a Trinity community of 140,000 graduates, 8,000 students, about 3,000 staff, there's a story behind those numbers, and there's a story of connection and support. I don't claim that every one of our 140,000 graduates is connected into the university community. Many aren't, but the invitation to connection is open to all. And the community is mutually supportive. Trinity has always relied on the support of its graduates, and in recent years, alumni engagement has greatly deepened. What we found when we reached out to graduates is that so many of them want to become engaged with the Trinity community. They're busy people, they have a myriad of other responsibilities in life and work, but staying connected to a university is really important to them. It brings a sense of belonging, a sense of having a stake in that community's future, a sense of ownership in the positive sense of ownership. They want to pass on their experience and skills to the next generation of students. And they want to support a university that contributes to the common good in its education and research. The enthusiasm of our graduates is what inspired the philanthropic campaign we launched this year. The campaign is called Inspiring Generations, and it aims to raise a particular financial sum, but that's not what I'm going to talk about here. Our aim is also to have 150,000 hours of volunteering from our graduates and supporters around the world. The campaign will enable investment in people and research that contribute to the common good. But the power of the campaign goes beyond specific initiatives. It's about helping to cement the community, to engage alumni who then act as role models for current students when it comes to staying connected to the university. We all know the importance of networks and connections. Being part of a community or a network helps individuals and groups maximize their potential. And of course, the whole idea of the common good, it assumes that there is indeed a common good. And how can that be without a connected community? In Trinity, we want to ensure that all our students graduate with excellent communication skills, and we've identified effective communication as one of our 4 graduate attributes, the key skills imparted by a Trinity education, which put our graduates on the path to success in life and in their career. Now, what does this thing, effective communication, actually mean? It's a multifaceted skill. It incorporates self-expression, networking, and community. Effective communication means knowing how to make your ideas understood in writing and orally and visually. And it means knowing how to reach out and engage others with your interests, both face-to-face and online. And it means understanding the benefit to yourself and to others, of being part of a community. The Trinity education embeds effective communication through curricular and co-curricular activities. Everything we encourage students to do, from oral presentations of their research, to participation in clubs and societies, to running social media campaigns, to mentoring, it's all aimed at honing their communication skills in the broadest sense, honing their skills to be able to participate as members of a community. By calling our new strategic plan Community and Connection, we're emphasizing the synergy that we'll bring to all our college activities. We seek to create a virtuous circle whereby all our initiatives reinforce community, provide a platform for all to achieve their goals, and for us as a community to contribute to the common good, both globally and locally. The whole integrated program of the Good Summit encourages us to think this way. That's one of the reasons that we're such great supporters of it here in this university. Going from session to session, from sustainable development goals to social innovation to inclusion health, encourages us to see the synergy between these issues and the urgent need for a joined-up communal response. Let me end my opening words by quoting the great Trinity graduate Edmund Burke. I got a piece of advice when I became Provost, and that was that if I couldn't weave the words of Edmund Burke into a speech, then I shouldn't be giving it at all. So here goes. He was speaking in the 18th century, which is a long time ago, but in the 21st century, the century of the climate emergency and so many other emergencies, his words have even more resonance. Here's what he said. Society is indeed a contract. It is a partnership in all science, a partnership in all art, a partnership in every virtue and in all perfection. As the ends of such a partnership cannot be obtained in many generations, it becomes a partnership not only between those who are living, but between those who are living, those who are dead, and those who are to be born. Thank you very much.